Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy, Town Fair Tire Studios, 617-779-0985. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. And that might have been the Barthtender.
I think just be honest with him.
Yeah, that was when Barth was asked. He did one segment one time called the Barthtender because it sounds bar tender, the Barthtender. And a guy called in and he said, he says, I'm gay. Should I come out to my parents? And in comes the improvisation.
I think just be honest with him.
Yeah. There you go. Does he have kids?
I don't think so. I don't think he's married.
Okay.
Well, I mean, or has kids. You know, Fred, you can have kids and not be married.
I'm not sure that's true.
Oh, it's true.
But I just can picture if he had kids and they're like, Dad, like, I'm gay. And he's like, nah. Hello, lady.
I think I might be gay, and I wanted to know how you think I should come out to my family and close friends.
Wow.
Oh boy!
Wow. Well, I hope the young man figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he got a lot of help from the Barthtender.
Well, he certainly knew that it was an easy decision based on Barth, really like sticking it. That's a lot of pressure on you. This is a huge one. Oh boy, don't feel too comfortable.
I don't know what you should do
because it's gonna be bad.
The thing about bartenders, people think bartenders have a lot of jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Once you tend bar for a while, you realize, no, as a bartender, your main job is to listen to a lot of jokes. And people come up to your bar, they think they have jokes, and you have to listen to the jokes.
Wait, it's not like Cocktail?
Oh, no. Well,
not like Cocktail at all?
Okay. Obviously, Cocktail's a documentary, so you have that has that going for it.
Yeah.
I think they took some dramatic license, though.
You know what Cocktail's based on? And I'm not joking. It is based
Applebee's?
on TGI Fridays in the first TGI Fridays in Manhattan.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, like that first bar that he works at where they're wearing they're wearing TGI Fridays uniforms and they're flipping bottles around and stuff. That's how the first TGI Fridays was in Manhattan.
Oh.
The first bar, not like the fancy bar, but the first bar he was at. They're like literally wearing the uniform. And that's what it was based on. They used to flip the bottles around and stuff, which would drive me insane.
What part? As a patron or as a
patron?
As a bar back, having to mop up all the spilled triple sec and.
Yeah, but if I was a bar back, it would bug me too. But as a patron, it would really bother me as well because I think you could make 5 drinks in the time it took you to make one. But I worked at a TGI Fridays for one day.
Oh,
I did. You had to come in on when it was closed and do a training session where they had a regional guy come in. He wasn't a guy that worked at that particular restaurant. He was a regional guy, and we at one point had to sit around the bar. It was not to be a bartender; it was to be a waiter. And he's like, now, the important thing is that you get the drink glasses right. And he said, so there's 17 kinds of drink glasses, and here we go. And he goes, and if you order a bubble and you put it in a chocolate cuckoo drink glass, the hand of God will come down. And I went, okay, bye.
Okay.
That's enough for me. Thank you.
We kicked that around. We were going to do that as a segment, one-day jobs, because you've had one, I've had, at least one. I didn't know if Wally
No.
had any, but
A Not a one-day job,
I think we counted my jobs one day before I got into radio, and it was like 15. So I had, if you use one day loosely,
yeah.
if you go less than a week, I mean, out of those 15, probably 9 were less than a week. So yeah, I mean, there wasn't a lot of incentive to stay at the job when I could literally just walk next door and get a job there.
Yeah. Go to Tchotchkes and see if they're hiring.
I mean, I worked at the half-off card shop. I mean, these are the Farmington Hills places. Chili's. The ground round was very, very brief. The manager brought me in to fire me. I'd gotten the job, and it was good because I was training at the ground round, but I had to leave for college like 2 weeks after I started training. So I was like, oh, the training, they pay you minimum wage, plus you get like a little share of the tips.
Nice.
So the minimum wage is, higher than a server's salary. So I was like, this is fine. I don't have any pressure on me. I don't really have to do anything, and I'll just get minimum wage. And, so I was dicking around and like not paying attention and stuff. And the manager called me into the office, and he's like, oh, you suck, da 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 da. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to let you go. And I go, oh, that's cool, because I gotta leave for college anyway, like in a couple days. And he goes, what? He was mad at me because he like wanted to like really show me up. And I'm like, and I'm like, no, I'm going to college, so this is actually kind of good because I was gonna quit anyway. And he's like, you're not leaving for college. And I go, oh, I certainly am leaving for college. I go to college in Florida. I'm leaving in 2 days. I'm like, I was going to leave soon anyway. And he's like, Jesus Christ, I knew it. I knew you were going to. And then he starts yelling at me. Like he was yelling at me because he couldn't make me feel bad by firing me.
Yeah.
He's jealous you game the system. That's the other part of it.
No, it was entirely that he was pissed off that I could have said if I'm leaving and going to college and I had like left him in the lurch that he would be pissed off. That I understand. But he was trying to get off on firing me, and I did not care for that reason, is that I was going to quit anyway. I was screwing you over this whole time. And then he had the audacity to get pissed at me. And then I thought it was funny. I wanted to see how long he'd get mad for. I worked at a driving range, and I got fired from there right away. That was in Farmington Hills. Yeah, a lot of wash dishes at a restaurant when I was younger, and I got fired from that right away. The Buggy Works. Got fired from that.
Oh,
right
yeah,
away.
nice.
Yeah.
You telling that story, the manager getting pissed off because he couldn't fire you, I just looked it up. There was relatively early days of reality TV. There was a show called The Restaurant, and the chef's name was Rocco DiSpirito. You remember this at all?
I remember that name.
Yeah, right? So they had like some horrible night in the restaurant, and like two of the servers and one of the line cooks or something, they all just quit. They're like, this place sucks. This guy doesn't know what he's doing, and they walked out pretty much like, mid-shift. They're like, no, we're done. Now, whether it was real or not, who knows, but it looked relatively real for reality TV. Like, no, we're done. And he was so pissed off. He called them back in the next day, made them all come in. And I remember seeing this, and he was like saying how unprofessional they were. And he said, never darken my doorstep again. And they're all sitting there like, we quit. We walked out of here last night. You can't call us back in here to fire us after we already quit.
Oh, man.
Save your unemployment. Do whatever, however you can cook your books on this one. But yeah, no, you don't get to say never come back here. We walked out and said we're never coming back. Sorry to, kind of, get the upper hand on you on that one.
Yeah, that's the thing about like suburban chain restaurants and retail stores is that it's got to be very hard to hang on to employees because you can just leave and like anywhere will hire you. At least back then, you just walk in and they'd hire you that day. Like it wasn't very difficult. Like if you got fired or you didn't like the job or you wanted to half-ass it, it was literally sometimes going to the literal next door and just going, hey, will you hire me? Like at Blimpies when I worked at the Blimps. and I got fired from there too. But that was in high school.
I didn't get fired, but I had a 1-day job at Sunglass Hut. And that was when I was doing nights on the radio in Lansing at the station that you applied to, Fred, and they said, you stink and you'll never be on the radio.
The Edge in Lansing was like, you suck.
92.1 The Edge, WWDX, St. John's, Lansing. And this guy called in every once in a while, and he was the manager of the Sunglass Hut in the mall in Okemos. And he was like, dude, with your profile on the radio, he said, man, you could like drop in a couple of hints at like what you're doing during the day. You sell like one pair of Maui Jims. You sell a couple pair of Ray-Bans during the day. You get commission on that. You're going to make a ton. And I was like, that sounds pretty good, because I was literally making $5 an hour, doing 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the Edge. I was making $20 a show after tax. It wasn't a lot.
Sure.
Wasn't enough to pay the bills. So I go into the Sunglass Hut thinking, all right, I'll try this. It was situated in where you get the crossroads in a mall, where the two big walkways come together.
Yeah.
Well, it was a small corner shop so that you could access it from, two of the walkways.
Right.
Just a tiny little thing, but there was nowhere to hide. I don't even think it had like a back room. It had a closet behind, almost like a half U-shaped counter. Mm-hmm. But you just had to stand behind that counter. And I stood behind that counter with that guy for like 3 hours one day, and just had people coming in to buy sunglasses, or for the most part, not. And I said, I can't do it. He's like, all right, what'd you think? I'm like, great, man. I'm going to make so much money here. This is going to be awesome. And I never went back. I got all the training I needed, and I said, it's never. The phone rang and I wasn't expecting the call, I just didn't pick it up for like 2 weeks. That guy called me back. I hadn't really filled out paperwork or anything yet. It was just, the first day. I was like, can't do it.
Well,
can't do it.
Right before I got full-time radio, or whatever, like radio where I was like working there during the day, like the administrative job that led to the on-air at 99X, I was working at a Borders, and I just stopped showing up. And I think I've told you guys this before. Like 3 weeks later, I got like a message on their answering machine. They're like, hey, Fred, this is Gail at Borders. Notice you hadn't been in a while. Wondering if I could put you on the schedule for this week. Like, I just hadn't showed up for work for 3 weeks, and she was still like,
Gail.
They like just needed people like so badly.
All the academics decided they wanted to read or something.
Oh, my God. The people that worked there were so funny. They all had, like, the people that had worked there for a long time all had, it seems like a trope, and that I'm making it up, and I'm not. They didn't all have, but there were, like, there was this clique of people that had been there for a long time. Say there was, like, 3 or 4 of them that had PhDs in, like, the most random crap, and they couldn't work. Like, it wasn't from Harvard or anything. It was like from whatever Atlanta school, like, and they had, Sanskrit, doctorate in Sanskrit or something, and they carried themselves as intellectuals. But it's like, you guys have been here for 5 years. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to get in your way, but like, you're bopping around like you guys have accomplished something. I'm like, I don't know if that's the case. You have the same job I do.
That was the best when working in a chain restaurant or something like that, and you had to read the manual and understand all the principles and the core values of this, and they really wanted you to make that restaurant like part of your identity, the in and out of the workplace, and they'll always be thinking about the company, what's best for it, and they're like, look around you. Most of the people in here are between the ages of 19 and 24. They're not looking to make this a career. Out of the 30 people you have on staff, one of them might be here in 2 years. But for the rest of everyone else, like, what are you doing? You're really wasting your breath and your energies trying to get us all on board with, what the direction is for, Hula Hands Incorporated. Like, well, happy to be here, and for the most part, we'll do a good job, but I'm not buying into the culture of Hula Hands.
Right.
And, I'm gonna be gone. My daughter started training for a job 2 days ago, and she was telling me about it when she came home. Well, actually not until yesterday, because she came home so late.
Right.
You know, I was long in bed. So when I saw her yesterday, I'm like, hey, how did training go? She's like, oh, good. I walked in, and the first woman that I met, like, didn't know, who I was, what I was training for, this older woman. She's like, all right, honey, first thing you need to know about me, I'm the one who doesn't give a bleep. And I said, you stick close to her, because you'll learn more from her. And she'll know way more than anyone else.
It's true.
And she will have you dialed in. I said, just shadow her.
Yeah.
The one who says, I don't give an F. I was like, great.
That's great.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I was at, speaking of like getting corporate to like upselling and stuff, so you check yourself out at Marshall's. I had to get my daughter, her birthday party's coming up this weekend, and she's making slime for her friends. Like, she's making like a thank you basket, and slime's one of the things. So I had to buy this stuff.
Still doing that, huh?
I guess. And so, like, they're not making it at her house. Like, they're going to the city, but she's giving like a gift pack.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she just wants to make slime.
Okay.
And so I had to go buy the stuff with her, and like, you check yourself out there. And while we're checking yourself out there, so say it was like $30. They're like, you'll get 20. The lady comes up and goes, hi, you'll get 20% off of this if you get the Marshalls, not Marshalls, the
Kohl's?
The place that sells like hobby stuff.
Hobby Lobby?
No.
Michael's?
Michael's. They're like the Michael's. They're like you'll get if you get the Michael's credit card.
Huh.
I'm like, no.
You're lucky I'm in here, madam.
No, I don't want the $6 off.
The last one of those that I signed up for, and my wife and daughter still use it, was the Nordstrom credit card. This was 13 years ago, the last time I bought a suit. When I walked in, and going shopping with my wife it's quick, I'll give you that, but it's terrifying, because she doesn't comparison shop. She doesn't care about value. She sees something, she's like, that one, that shirt, that belt, those shoes, done. Right?
Great.
I said, how much is it? She goes, it doesn't matter. That's the color. That's going to look good on you. That. I'm like, okay. So we
Not great.
We take it up, and they ring everything up. I'm like, holy crap. Are you kidding? And she's unfazed by it, which leads me to believe she does this all the time.
Yeah.
Just goes, buys clothes that she thinks look good, and it doesn't matter what they cost. That's what I want, and that's what I'm getting. But when they offered the Nordstrom credit card for the 20% off that day, I said, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Especially 13 years ago. I wasn't going to turn my nose up at what it amounted to, probably couple $100.
Yeah.
By the time she got done picking stuff out, I'm like, I'll take it.
I just didn't realize the more credit cards you open, the more that it affects your credit rating for a while. So, like, if I bought furniture, I get the credit card. If I bought something at Best Buy, I get the credit card. I go, like, why not? And then I'm like, oh, this isn't smart.
And then when
I'm
you
opening like 12 lines of credit.
Yeah, and I think when you close it, it doesnesn't necessarily help.
No,
it might even hurt more.
It hurts. No, you just got to leave them open at that point. Yeah. Because I'll get letters like that. We've cut your credit on this, like, whatever credit card. We've cut it down in half, and I'll be like, I have that credit card?
Yeah.
And they're like, due to lack of use, we're going to cut, like, your thing. And I'm like, okay.
I got an alert that my credit score, dropped, like, I don't know, something significant, like, 30 points or something. I said, oh, what happened? And come to find out, my Michigan State University Federal Credit Union Visa.
When they it's very nice of them to offer those to college students. They did the same thing.
Yeah. Had trouble getting my first home and really I had extended myself buying that $98,000 condo in Las Vegas, that required me to come up with, like a whole $3,000 down. But it did hold up, because I had a 30-day late charge from like 5 years before that. Whatever. I I had this credit card since 1989 is when I opened that account. And apparently, recently, I had gone a whole year without using it. I had a couple of recurring charges on it that would just keep it open. So they deactivated it. And I'm like, what happened? I paid the bill, and they said, no, your longest line of credit is now closed. And that dinged your credit report because they shut it off, and it just shows that, you were this outstanding, client with this credit card for, Jesus, what is it, 35 years or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And now it's gone. So, that hurts your credit. Like, oh, well.
Great.
Yeah, I'm looking at the amount of credit cards I have, and I'm like, I don't even know what these, half of these things are. Like, WFBNA card, last updated in 21.
Wells Fargo.
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back in just a moment. We'll catch up with everything that happened last night.
Stay tuned for more Toucher and Hardy on the Sports Hub.
We are Toucher and Hardy. What happened last night is brought to you by Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, where your hair doesn't have to be a game of what happened. So change your lettuce and change your life with Dr. Matthew Lepresti at 1-800-GET-HAIR. Hardy, what is going on?
Game 1 of the NBA Finals last night in San Antonio as the Spurs hosting. God, I keep forgetting because there's so little conversation about them. They playing the Nets.
No, the Knickerbockers.
The Knicks. There does seem to be a fair amount of support for this Knicks team, but last night in San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama and the home team, in a very back and forth affair through the first two quarters, looked like they would have the slight edge.
Hart with Victor going in the wrong direction, lays it up, rejected by Victor. Turned from the outside to the inside.
That shot was obliterated.
Wembanyama now will pull up for three. Wee-wee! Victor Wembanyama drains his first three of the game, and he's up to 5.
I said wee because he's French, Fred. I don't know if you
Unnecessary to do every time. Unnecessary. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're fluent in French.
Thank you, Abdo. It wasn't just Victor Wembanyama, though, for the Spurs.
Down to 7. Fox directing traffic. Screen Vassell. Switched on to Brunson. Fox kick out right corner. Champagny 3. Yes, sir! His 5th 3.5. And then Wembanyama blocks the shot, and the heat by Bridges, and the Spurs go to the locker room up by 7.
5 threes in the first half, 0 after that, unfortunately.
Oh, thanks for spoiling it, John.
Yeah.
Spurs would go up 14 points in the third quarter. And then Jalen Brunson.
Tipped loose by Hart. It's Brunson on the attack. Left-hand layup. Got 2 more. Jalen Brunson's taken over the fourth quarter of game 1. Mitch Johnson needs timeout.
Yeah, he scored, I believe, 8 in a row.
Yeah.
Not for the team, but in the game.
Brunson holding it. Just across midcourt, defended by Vassell. 8 to shoot, right wing, crossover, right elbow, step back, pump fake, leans in, throws it up, and he knocked it down. Jalen Brunson, a ridiculous shot, and the Knicks have a 6-point lead. 38 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that shot he made there was impossible. But
it was impossible.
we've seen Brunson do this.
Yes.
He's one of the best clutch players in the league, so that's not surprising. But before we get to that. The first half was really weird for him. And 2 very strange things happened to him. And when they happened, I didn't think it looked very bad.
Okay, I think I know what you're going to say.
It happened twice. The first time, he was just standing there. Harrison Barnes gets kind of hit into him. It happens. He was standing there, didn't see it coming.
Almost like an offensive lineman kind of rolled up on him.
Rolled up from the side. But it wasn't like the knee got caved in, and it wasn't like his foot was planted, and he collapsed like he had been kneecapped. And hobbled back to the locker room.
Was literally hobbling when he was just trying to get down the sideline.
But came back and was fine. And then a play later in the first half where he went up and Luke Cornett went up and they came down and he kind of touched Cornett's foot when he came down. And all of a sudden he's hobbling again and the ankle didn't turn over. I don't know what the deal was with him. in the first half. Neither injury looked bad, but it looked like he was going to miss the rest of the game. Yeah. And there he was in the second half, playing normally like he always has, making shot after shot. Very strange night for him.
Maybe he was trying to do that Willis Reed thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, he had this vision of coming out of the locker room to great cheers.
Well, he came back out of the locker room once with one of the knees wrapped up with blood coming through it. I'm like, how did it get bloody?
I don't know. Very strange.
It wasn't when he got rolled into.
Or bloody enough to, like, soak through anything. Like,
Yeah.
like maybe you burned it on the court and a little bit of blood came out, but my God.
And even in that stretch at the end, he had a bit of a cold streak late in the fourth where he missed a few shots in a row, but the guy is
money.
He's money. You go so far as to say,
he
Jonathan?
is money.
30 points.
You're saying he's good in clutch time?
If I can borrow a line from Swingers, he's money.
Stop. 30 points. Karl Anthony Towns, 18 and 12 rebounds. Again, the 14-point second half deficit erased. Spurs take game one, 105-95. Knicks take that over the Spurs last night. And Victor Wembanyama said, for as good as he was early on, that overall he did not have a good game and that he needs to be better. So they're relying on him an awful lot already. But
he wasn't great from the field, Wembanyama. Do you know what they were doing to him? How were they limiting Wembanyama like that?
I saw Towns play aggressively on him. It seems like they were doubling him when he got anywhere close to the paint. But do you have a different answer?
No, I don't.
I didn't.
No, I was legitimately asking.
Oh, okay.
I went to sleep in the second half, but it's just that because the strategy I had heard is that they weren't going to use Towns defensively on him until late in the game because Towns tends to get in foul trouble, and they needed Towns last night to score.
Yeah,
especially with Brunson being off the court. So I wasn't trying to set you up so I could sound smart. I was actually asking you.
What you say is true though. That Josh Hart was on him at times. They used a lot of smaller guys on him, and the Spurs just didn't shoot well. If you take a look at everyone other than Champagnie, they were atrocious from three, including Wembanyama. I think as a team they were under 30%. A lot of nerves in the first half. A lot of missed shots. And, give New York credit. They played well in the second half. I think the Spurs only scored 40 points after halftime.
Yeah, the Spurs got to get it together a little bit here. That was a big win for the Knicks. Now this whole streak is continuing. They got to right the ship here pretty quick, or this is going to get out of control. And if the Knicks win the championship, I heard Mad Dog talking about this yesterday. They're like, where do you put the Knicks? Like, I see everyone wearing their clothes and stuff. Where do you put them in New York? And he goes, what, you want to go by TV ratings? He's like, so put them behind the Giants and the Jets. Put them behind the Yankees and the Mets.
Yeah.
He's like, fifth.
Yeah.
Like,
sounds
like,
right.
And so it's like, he's like, and they're like, but I see everyone. He was like, no. He's like, do you know the Jets? He goes, watch the ratings for a Jets game. It's going to be a regular season Jets game versus a regular season Knicks game. It's going to be like 100 times as many people.
That the Jets have no prayer of winning. Yeah.
Regardless. I'm not even talking about playoff game. Playoff game would be the same thing.
A regular season game where they're going to get rolled or expected to get rolled, and it's still going to have so many more eyes on
10
it than
20 times more people watching.
Yeah.
The difference, in my experience anyway, is that the Knicks fans are the loudest and most obnoxious next to Yankee fans. But I agree with you. Popularity-wise, they're behind those other four.
I think
they're worse than Yankee fans because Yankee fans, there are maybe 55 million more Yankee fans than there are Knicks fans, and it's just that Knicks fans seem to crawl out of the corners. Like people. I mean, you go to Newport and there's like 80 guys wearing white jeans and Knick hats, or not Knick hats, Yankee hats. I mean, it's just part of the uniform. The Knicks things come out, only in final situations. Then everyone's the world's biggest Knicks fan. It's really annoying, really annoying.
There was
just hearing them call into radio. The Knicks. What do you put in the Knicks? You put them as third highest in terms of what? In terms of popularity, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, what do you want to see? Who's watching him on TV? Get out of here with that. It's incredibly Mets, Yankees, Giants, Jets. Those are the 4 top teams.
Yep.
Maybe not in that order, but those are the 4 top teams.
Quite the atmosphere in San Antonio, though. I don't know what's going on with the different colored T-shirt sections.
No, I don't understand that either.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you could spot the orange Knicks T-shirts sprinkled in, in each one of those sections. But even the San Antonio fans themselves were problematic, like the guy who ran onto the court in the middle of one play to get a selfie with Victor Wembanyama, who was asked about that after the game.
Victor, kind of a strange situation there at the end with the fan running up to you. Have you been in that situation before during a game? What was going through your head, and did you smile for the picture?
I've never been in that situation. I didn't know how to act. It really surprised me almost as much as that time where a bat crashed the court.
Oh, the bat. Do you don't remember that when the bat came down on the court?
Was Bauhaus there the day before, and then a bat fell to the floor? Peter Murphy couldn't contain the bat.
Wembanyama, though, was like smiling. He wasn't quite posing, but the guy ran out there and security is sprinting toward him, and Wembanyama's like, this is kind of fun.
No, it's not. What's wrong with you?
The guy looked pretty harmless.
I would have been scared out of my mind. A guy rushes the floor like that.
Big scaredy cat.
You wouldn't have been scared out of your mind.
You don't know what that guy's up to. You have no idea. Well, random guy rushes the floor in front of millions of people.
Then you're scared the whole game because anyone out there could do anything to you. This
you
guy's
don't
not going to
think about that stuff until there's a guy running at you.
Is that why you wall-dick everybody who tries to talk to you?
Yeah, are you afraid you're going to be stabbed?
No. No, I'm not nearly popular enough. You guys, on the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be looking over my shoulder if I'm you guys. There are plenty of people.
It just seems so odd to me if someone came on the court. Like, would Morgana the Kissing Bandit have driven you
Well, you
insane?
look and you see that woman. You're like, okay, this is something different.
It was like a kid that came out on the court.
She was a little top-heavy for John's taste. I don't know if, he would.
Yeah, he would like that if that was in the back.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, what if Elkie the Stallion came out to go take a picture with you? I don't think you would be so scared for your life.
She'd be running in slow motion. Not very quick, that one.
You don't know that.
He would just immediately lay down on his back on the court.
Yeah, he'd be like,
have at it.
He'd be like, I've fallen.
Someone take a picture.
Someone sit on me. Not anyone but her. I have a feeling John would pick and choose who he's afraid of. Yeah, you get some huge butted fatso out there to go sit on him, and he would love it.
Well, as I said, you have plenty of time to make up your mind what to think. They're not running at you very fast most of the time.
You've repeated that joke twice. Neither to great success.
Well, it didn't land the first time I was hoping.
You're trying to double it up. All right, fair enough. All right.
That's an old Chris Rock technique. You can just say it twice.
Very popular comedian. Very, very popular money-making touring comedian.
You just said it twice.
See?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, keep doing that all show. Just repeat yourself.
No problem.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Here are the headlines. We are Toucher and Hardy. Julie, hello.
Hello, Fred. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
So, driving in this morning and heard Ben Maller talking about the guy who ran on the court to get the selfie with Wemby. Apparently, he was very short, and the picture is him and Wemby's jersey number, but no face.
Oh, really? Now, is that true, or was that a joke by him?
Well, I guess to be honest with you, I wasn't 100% listening. Was it I don't think it was the joke segment. It was not the thing at the end where they do true or false.
Okay.
He was talking about it, so I kind of think so.
All right. So anyway, the kid was short enough that did they arrest the kid?
That was not discussed.
Okay.
I imagine so. So somebody must have seen the photo to know that that's what it was and found the Instagram account somehow.
Right.
And probably, I'm sure security will then track him down and slap him with a wet noodle.
I just think that they probably got him off the court, but I just don't know if you get him off the court, do you go then and book him into jail? I mean, I just don't know what you do for
What is the charge? Is it trespassing? What is it?
Like disorderly conduct or something?
Likely expect a lifetime ban from the NBA. And it is a crime in Texas to enter a restricted area at a stadium. Criminal trespass and disorderly conduct are both possible misdemeanor charges, with the former punishable by up to 180 days in jail.
Yeah, which I hope they do. I would like to pay for that, especially in Massachusetts, if that ever happens. I would like it to come right out of my taxes.
Yes, I think he should go to jail for 6 months.
Right. For standing on the court.
Like the guy who threw that empty water bottle at Kyrie.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You want to talk about the world being in a weird place.
Whoa. Boy, oh, boy.
The water bottle, the empty water bottle. Like, you shouldn't do what? This is a disgusting crowd. Okay, that's right.
And then Kyrie made a meal out of it, and away we went.
Yeah, which you couldn't see happening from a mile away that was going to happen. I'm just thinking that you go onto the court and you get your photo taken, and then they remove you from the court. How do they ban you for the rest of your life? Now, I have heard this. You know, the comedy mothership, the Joe Rogan has moved the entire world of comedy to Austin, Texas. Everyone loves it. Mm-hmm. All the best comedians. And none of them are going to regret that move ever, especially now. And they go down there, and I guess when you go into the comedy spaceship or whatever, they not only take your ID and put it in a system, they take a photo of you. So the idea is that they have your ID in picture. So if you ever heckle or you ever cause trouble, they then have a visual record of you with your license, so they will never let you into the club again. Which seems very libertarian. Mm-hmm. It does seem like a libertarian dream, that to have individuals take your identification and photo. You know, I'm being sarcastic because, again, we had a guy named Sebastian, not his real name, not Sebastian that comes in here.
Oh, yeah.
A guy that worked with us. He was the ratings expert back when radio stations had staffs. And his name was Sebastian, but it wasn't. And what's his last name? None of your business. Nice. And he carried 2 firearms on him.
Oh, nice.
At all times. But he was a libertarian. And he wouldn't give you his last name nor first name.
No.
So
I'm under no requirement to provide that information to you.
So if we're freewheeling less is more government people, why are you taking so many photos and asking for IDs? That I can't think of anything less libertarian than that. So pick a lane. You're only libertarian when it suits your purposes. Mm-hmm. Nah. See, it's my job to pick out the phonies.
Yeah. The hypocrites. So we got
hypocrite.
We got big road wins for 2 teams in the Cup final and now in the NBA finals.
Yeah,
but
dog.
There was a big win for a home team last night, huh?
3-2 to Abreu. Swinging a high drive down the right field line. Did he push it foul or is it fair?
Nah, he pushed it good.
Pushed it real good. Yo, baby pop. Yeah, you. Come here. Give me a kiss. Better make it fast or else
I'm going to get pissed.
Can't you hear the music pumping hard like I wish you would?
I'm talking about doing me.
Now push it.
Push it good.
Home run, Willie Abreu. There it is. First one since the 8th of May. Down the right field line for number 7.
Flip it. Like
and the Red Sox lead it 3-0.
But to me, your flow's like Ronnie DeVos. Smack it, flip it like Mike Bivens. But to me, your flow's like Ronnie DeVos.
You sound just like the record.
I just love how he does that. He just is insulting people like that in the whole song. That's Danny Brown Monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
You get the reference. Smack it, flip it like Mike Bivens.
Yes, I do.
To me, your flow's like Ronnie DeVos.
Yes.
Saying Ronnie DeVos not so good.
Right.
Red Sox taking advantage of home field last night, too, when Baltimore had some issues.
A fly down one to center field. Alexander moves on.
Can't see it.
He lost it. That's going to fall. It's on the track.
Sounds like my car keys.
The wall.
Why are you laughing? Don't do that.
He gets it. It's a little slice of life. John knows what's funny.
Can't see it.
He lost it.
Blaze Alexander, ladies and gentlemen.
That's.
You want another one?
Can't see it.
He lost it.
Oh. Just when I needed it.
Come on, give him a guffaw.
No, not on that one.
Then it moves on.
Can't see it.
Was it delivery or content?
That's
Delivery.
Yeah, the line was gold.
Spot on. Delivery.
I didn't do it in threes.
Oh, it's twos.
it moves on.
Can't see it.
He lost it. That's going to fall. It's on the track. It's
What is it, the stock market?
Every time you do that, a little piece of Hardy dies inside.
Oh, because he knows I'm trying to be funny, too. So.
up against the wall. Yeah. One run is in.
Okay, so what? What do you just assault someone? They put you up against the wall.
Just checking against June 4th. I'm just thinking, how many more weeks of this are we going to have?
Well, there's a lot of baseball still to be played.
I know.
We got a long way to go.
I know.
Here comes Yoshida rounding. A throw home. It's up the line. Another lost ball at Fenway. That has burned both teams tonight, but it's burned Baltimore a lot worse. Red Sox get 2 on that to lead it 5-0.
Full disclosure, once Red Sox were up 3-0 in this one, I switched over to basketball and never went back to
Probably a smart
Hardy.
move.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what also burned both these teams?
What's that, Fred?
America's tax plan. You know?
I thought you were going to go more literal with UV rays, but that's better.
No, I'm really on a political jag right now.
We need to get you a piano. Tax increase. Blink a blink a blink. What was that guy's name?
No, was it a guy or was it the Capitol Steps were one of them?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I there's a bit we've done at least twice where it's that guy who does the like 4 blind senators.
Yeah.
4 blind senators. Look at them not pass bills. And like we've
the audience is eating it up.
Well, they're all honestly. There's no one under the age of 80 there.
Mark Russell.
We've done bits involving Mark Russell, but every time we've done them, I have gotten the strange feeling I literally am the only one who thinks it's funny. If you want to do a Mark Russell bit tomorrow, I am 100% on board. Maybe you have a way that you think that you can do it that will resonate with anyone but me. But I love it. It's so horrible that it's just delightful.
Mark Russell, who died at the age of 90 in 2023, was once asked, "Do you have any writers for your material?" Quote, "Oh, yes, 100 in the Senate and 435 in the House of Representatives."
So those bozos do it all on their own.
Yeah.
Thank you. Check, please.
Red Sox get the win. 8-1. Peyton Tolley picking up the win last
Peyton
night.
Tolley's good?
Yeah.
All right.
Six innings.
Yeah, 6 innings,
No runs.
6 scoreless. Okay. We will be right back. Farts. Who's going to wear our big fart monitor? We know Nick has one. Who will wear the other? Well, listen up. We'll tell you.
Toucher and Hardy, 98.5 The Sports Hub.